Jesus is glorified, we will share in that eternal glory. When he is revealed to the world, we will be with him to share in that glory. In the Spirit, we can be partakers in his glory as we are partakers in his suffering. Being obligated to the Spirit gives us an eternal hope. If I were to ask everybody right now, I'm getting up a group, we're going to heaven. Everybody ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we ready to go? I know we are. I'm ready to go too. I think we would all be ready to go because there's nothing here that attracts any of us, is there? There's nothing here that we desire. We desire heaven. We desire to be in heaven with Jesus. We desire to be with God. We desire to praise and worship him. We're pretty close to heaven when we get in here on Sunday mornings, aren't we? And we praise and worship. We get that. We just start, and the hope in us just builds and builds and builds, knowing that one day we are going to join tens of thousands of thousands of thousands of thousands of angels and heavenly hosts. And that's what we're going to do all day, every day. We're going to be worshiping and praising God. That's our hope. That's our eternal hope. That's what keeps us going. That is the eternal hope that we have. Paul tells us that we groan inwardly. We long for, we yearn for, to be with Christ, to be with him in glory. Then in verse 23, he says, we groan inwardly as we wait for the adoption of sonship, the redemption of our body. Well, Paul said earlier that we were already adopted. We were already sons and daughters. What is he talking about here? That we're waiting for adoption and sonship, the redemption of our bodies. Right now, here on this earth, all of us that have been saved are redeemed spiritually. We have been purchased with a price. We are redeemed spiritually. Our spirits are saved. Our spirits have been adopted. When we get to heaven, that is complete. That completes the adoption process. And we are fully adopted. All the papers are signed. Everything's gone through the courts. That's our hope. That's our hope. The redemption of our bodies. That is the completed adoption. And our hope is not based on something we see. Nobody can touch that hope. We haven't even seen it. We don't even possess it yet. But we await it eagerly through our faith, through the Spirit. That's how we have that eternal hope. It's an assurance, it's a confidence that we're going to receive that final inheritance as sons and daughters of Christ. So we are obligated to the Spirit. Yes, there's no condemnation. Yes, we are saved. Yes, we have Jesus Christ. But yes, we also have an obligation to live by the Spirit, not by the flesh. Life everlasting. Sons and daughters adopted, heirs with God, co-heirs with Jesus Christ, partakers in his suffering and glory, receivers of an eternal hope. We have a commitment, we have an obligation to live in the Spirit. But all of those things, if you look at all those things, those are all our benefits. So our obligation gives us all those benefits. So we are the receivers of God's mercy, his understanding, his compassion. We are the ones who benefit. Yes, we have an obligation. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.